Okay, welcome to the first in a set of videos that I'm going to be doing on how to price Rhinestones and HTV products. And we're going to be using Chimp software that's from ShopCal software to do this. In this video, we're just going to go over the basic pricing used in this part of the software. There's a lot of pricing information that it uses to build from that's in the back, and those will be covered in later videos that will be focused just on those areas and how they affect the pricing here. So anyway, what we're going to do is we've got Chimp opened up, and we're going to go ahead and start a new one. And in here we're going to go ahead and select the demo company. If you don't have any companies set up, you can set those up. But we're just going to use the demo. If you're going to be doing like internet sales and stuff like that, I would suggest you just set up like a little bogus company that you can select to do your pricing with, and you can always add customer information in for the actual order later on. So we've got that in there. The next thing we need to do is pick a pricing scheme, and we're going to go ahead and select the retail pricing scheme in that. Now we want to go ahead and select a shirt to put it on. So we're going to select from Sandmar, and when you select the garment vendor up here, what it does is it filters what's available in this drop down by that particular supplier. So we're going to go ahead and just select the PC61, and the next thing we need to do is pick the price group that it's in. Whether it's whites, lights, or darks. We're going to go ahead and select darks. If the product has colors associated with it in the database, they'll be available in a drop down here. And we're just going to say this customer wants a black shirt, and they want, let's say, 4 of them. So we have basic information at this point to start something. There's a couple things you want to notice here is there's no number in the estimate number up here. And the other thing is to do the math button is red. Anytime you see that button red, that means that there's additional calculations to be performed to generate a price. We don't have any decoration on here right now, but we do have the shirts. So we're going to go ahead, just so we can see what's going on, and we're going to do the math. And what it's basically doing is it's saying that based on the quantity of 4 and the pricing that we have over in the garment catalog, the blank shirt price to the customer would be $3.90 for a total of $15.60 in this case. As these numbers go up, this will change because it's also looking at discount rates that you're giving over in the pricing screen based on quantity. So what we're going to do on this particular deal is we're going to go ahead and put some stones on there. You can if you've got a lot of stones in the catalog, when you drop this open, just like when you drop this open, there's a lot of information in there. You can filter by size if you want. Right now there's only, I think, 3 rhinestones in the catalog. So, but if we come up here and select that, and we say we want to only see the 6s, then when we come down here, it's only going to show us the 6s. So let's just pick the crystal, and we're going to say 100 stones. For this example. Now, we've got that. We notice that the do the math button is turned red again. We want to calculate that, and it's saying based on all the information that we give it, that at this point right now, the stones themselves, we're going to charge $5 per shirt to the customer based on the quantities and the stone counts and everything else that we've got, the shirt quantities and stone counts. If you have a motif already made up, you can use that, but most of the time you're going to be making your motifs, and so what we need to do is we need to add the cost to the hot fix tape and the sticky flock to it. So we're just going to pick a supplier here that we are getting it from, and right now it's going to display the full roll cost that we've got listed in there, but we're going to just say that this is a 12 by 12 and quantity 1. And the reason it's quantity 1 is we're only putting 1 color stone on there, so it's quantity 1, and if we do the math, you'll see that it says that that's a 58-cent cost to the customer. So what it's doing, it's adding 58 cents right now to the cost that we're charging the customer on each of the 4 shirts. So don't put 4 in here because you got 4 shirts, okay? Because you put how the quantity is how many pieces of sticky tape that you're going to be using for each design. So if you're using 1, it's 1. If you're using 2 to lay down a design, then it's 2. Okay, and that's how that works in there. Now, if we're going to cut the sticky flock template, we're going to again go ahead and say 12 by 12 and just 1, because we're only cutting 1 template. We only got 1 design on there, and we'll do the math. It basically says that we're going to charge $4.51 to do that template. Now the way that Shirt Chimp handles this, as I explained, 58 cents is added to each shirt. The $4.51 in this case, because we have 4 shirts, is divided by 4, and then whatever that value is, it's added in. The thought pattern here is you're going to be using hot fix tape on every shirt. You're going to use the sticky flock once. That is the thought pattern here. Now let's go ahead and add some vinyl into the mix here. So we can come up here and we can filter by color so that we're not going through a large drop down here. We're going to say red in this case. Let's pick the Thermoflex Plus and red, and just for demonstration purposes I like to always use 12 by 12 on that. So we've got that, and what we want to do is we want to go ahead and do the math if we want to see what the numbers are going to be at that time. Now right now it's calculating, you've seen this drop from, I believe it was $5 down to $3.33, and this is sitting at $9.90. Well, the auto multi-deck is turned on, so it's adding that discount in there, which kind of levels the playing field when you're putting more than 1 decoration on there, because you're trying to recoup quite a bit on your first one if you're just doing 1 decoration method. So we've got that in there. If we turn the auto multi-deck off and we'll recalculate, you'll see that these numbers go way back up. So that's basically how that works there. We can turn that multi-deck back on and everything else. Now over here in the upgrades, we have to where we can just drop in here and select the upgrades. Now let's say 2 large vinyl numbers, which we've got listed as 10 in there. We're going to do that, and you'll see that it comes up $10. These didn't change over here at all. They won't. Now, right now, we've got a button that says it's excluded in the multi-decoration calculations. This allows you to not discount upgrades based on whether you have multiple decoration methods. The upgrade total will be discounted based on quantities, I believe. And to check that, I think, let's just do this. Let's change this to 15 and calculate that. And you'll see that it does go down based on the quantities, but it does not, and so do these others, but it does not go down based on the multi-decoration. There again, that's the thought pattern there. If we turn multi-deck off, you'll notice these other 2 went up, and the whole time your shirt prices are changing. So anyway, that's basically the first part of this. You've got your quick summary over here. Once you've got all this done, you'll notice a number would come up in there once we started doing that, and it's as an invoice. We can set it to an estimate, and it'll be an estimate. We're just going to set that out. If we want to print this, we can hit the print preview, and we can print this information out, and it basically will, you can send that to your customer or whatever else. And I'll go over how to change that top heading in a future video. All right, that's it on this section.